Would an expensive toaster make your food taste better?
Let's talk about that. Good mythical morning.
Toaster ovens are the greatest invention since sliced bread. In fact, you usually put sliced bread inside a toaster oven. Huh, think about that for a second.
Wow. But these little countertop cooking miracles come in all different forms for a huge variety of prices. So how are we supposed to know what's worth spending our dough on?
Probably by buying toaster ovens at different price points and blind tasting the dishes that are made from them. It's time for the power of the price.
Okay, boys, behind you are 3 toaster ovens. On Rhett's side is our low price option, the Black & Decker extra wide toaster oven for $79.98.
Oh,
Okay.
In the middle is our high price option, the Oster toaster oven for $192.
Oster toaster.
That's a point for rhyming.
Yep.
And on Link's side is our fancy option, the Wolf Gourmet countertop oven Elite for $599.95.
Look at the handle on that
Good
thing.
gracious. $600 and this one's like 132, you said?
Woof, woof.
$192, yeah.
Dang. Okay, almost 200.
That's their slogan.
600. Wolf it down. And so I think that they make it look like their wolf oven, which has these red things, but these knobs do very little. It's just aesthetic. Just aesthetic. So
Well, hold on. They do
minus
something.
a
They
point.
just don't turn.
Yeah, they do something. But
They
don't-
adjust something when it's on. Clearly, it's not
Yes,
just like
they do something, but they don't turn
you
all
said.
the
They
way
did
around.
nothing. I don't want the wolf people to come
They
after
don't
us.
do the thing that I would expect this knob to do, which
The,
is turn
hey,
all the way
the
around.
legal department at Wolf is intense.
You turn
Trust
this
me.
back thing to like roast, bake, boil, and then you just click it.
Well, luckily the Mythical Kitcheneers have done all of the cooking for you, so you don't have to figure out what the knobs do.
Too late, I figured it out.
In this first round, they use the toast setting to cook Pop-Tarts and toaster strudel. You're looking for the one that you think was cooked in the fancy toaster oven.
Okay,
All right.
we'll be the judge of that. Like literally.
Yeah, we're here, right? All right.
I've always wanted to say that.
I mean, this first plate has the most browned stuff.
You might go as far as to call it what, Link? Burnt.
You think it? I don't think the toaster strudel is completely burnt. It's just got a burnt spot.
Taste that right there. Tell me what it is.
We'll taste that right there, and you tell me what it is.
Toaster strudel.
It's a toaster strudel.
You tell me what that is.
Burnt. This is burnt.
And this is a little bit burnt too.
That was bad.
It's a little bit burnt. I don't mind a little bit burnt.
If that one came from a $600 toaster, I'm gonna be having some words with Mr. Wolf Blitzer. Maybe undercooked.
Yeah, you shouldn't draw attention to that because that's one of the things that my first legal little ruckus with them was about. It was the Wolf Blitzer Wolf connection.
Oh, really?
I had a runner one time
This one's not.
at my previous job. The other show I did,
You had a runner?
yeah,
What do you mean a runner?
like a joke that I kept going back to.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oops. That was hard to hold on to.
You were thinking about me having a previous job. Stevie was there. Remember that show we did?
I was shuddering at the fact that I would instinctively make a joke you've already made in a previous job.
It was on CNN.
That disturbs me.
It was a weird show because, like, every episode, it was just like you winning. No one was complaining about
Yeah, yeah.
anything.
Yeah,
You know, there wasn't as much gray hair. It was weird. It was, yeah.
yeah.
This one's a little
It
burnt
was
too.
the Rhett show on CNN. You don't remember it?
None of these are great. I think I like my Pop-Tarts unpopped.
What does that even mean?
Not burnt, because once you shove them in something, they get burnt.
The
Even
pop
the
is when
middle
they
ones.
come up from the toaster. Well, do you notice any? I just don't notice any difference in texture. I just notice difference in how burnt it is.
I feel like this one is the least cooked, so it has a more rubbery texture. The first one's just out. That was just a fail.
Okay, you're going to put your hand over the one that you think came from the most expensive option. In 3, 2,
I'm
1.
split in the middle. This one's not burnt, but not too rubbery.
I think this is pretty nice.
It's not bad.
The pastries from the fancy oven are in the middle.
Oh, okay, you were right. I'm not too surprised.
The burnt ones on Rhett's side are from the low price point
Black and Decker.
oven.
They
And
make
then-
it Pop-Tarts Black and Decker.
Yeah, that's why they call it that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the one that you picked, Link, is from Oster. So it's like
It's good enough.
in the middle. Yeah.
And you said for how much?
$200.
$192. Yeah.
Okay.
Whoops! Be quiet. Be quiet.
Settle
Oster.
down, Oster.
All right, so we're not ruffling any feathers at this point.
Not yet.
Good.
Moving from breakfast pastries to Cajun salmon.
Oh, this is what I do every day. I always follow my
Breakfast.
breakfast pastries up with salmon. Cajun specifically.
Cajun salmon.
And they use the broil setting for this one.
Oh, the broil setting.
Oh, don't hold back.
You know, you look like you might be a spokesperson for Wolf.
Oh, I thought you were going to say for salmon, because he does also
Oh,
look
and
like
also
a
for
salmon.
salmon.
Because I'm wearing
fisherman.
red.
Because you're in front of it and you're wearing red, and it looks like there's a logo that I can't quite make out. It seems a little bit European.
Welcome to my salmon show on the side of Mount Snow. This is a vintage piece of skiing top.
Oh, are you skiing later?
Yeah, it's a skiing top. I don't know. I just kind of liked it, so I bought it. It's got patches on it. Thank you for noticing. Okay. Salmon. Salmon is not anything I ever seek out, but when it's served to me,
It's hard to say no
when
to
it's
it,
forced on me, I do eat it.
because there's so many people that say you should eat it. And this is actually pretty good salmon.
2 days ago, I had a plate of salmon put in front of me. I was like, well, got to do it.
Oh,
That's not bad, that
on
first
this
one.
like
It's flaky.
while on a hike or like at a restaurant.
At a luncheon. You know. Seen some of my cohorts from my previous job.
Luncheon, huh?
This right here.
The first one has a crispier top.
Oh, it does? A little bit, yeah.
A little bit.
They're both decent.
Both these, but
Let me go for this third one.
I'm looking
See,
for one that's ent.
I got some of the salmon skin on there. You're supposed to eat the salmon skin, right? That's
best
good.
part for you.
That's good for it.
It's like the potato.
That's good fart.
It's like the potato skin.
Didn't mean to say that, but I did, and I meant it. It's a good fart.
This one's a little over.
Is it omegas?
Yeah, but it's the right omegas, which I believe is the 3s, not the 6s.
This one's juicier. Does that mean it's undercooked? Or this one's dramatically better.
It might just be a better fish.
They're all from the same.
They're from the same
aren't they,
fish?
Louis? They're all from the same fish.
Those are the same
This
fish.
is all one fish.
What if it's just from fish who knew each other well?
Fish friends. Friends who are eating together stay together.
Yep.
There's still not.
There's not a remarkable difference here.
There's
guys.
not a remarkable difference. I'm definitely not paying $400 more for one of these salmons.
I think this one got a little bit drier.
Okay.
I thought it was moister. It's my favorite.
Well, did you eat from the same part of the salmon?
Yeah.
Well, do you want to guess which one's from the fanciest one? Or
It does taste.
Yeah,
the
from the
best.
fanciest. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
It does taste the best.
3, 2, 1.
It tastes the
the
best.
best.
Is it?
Wow, my. You've both chosen the low price point.
What?
Black and Decker, you did it.
Black and Decker can't make toast worth a darn, but it can make a salmon?
Yeah.
The best?
first plate was the fancy oven, which you initially said had like a little bit more of a crust to
I
it.
forgot. I forgot what I said.
Oh,
I
are you
said it was a
changing your
little
mind?
bit crispier.
Yep.
Well, I thought this one tasted the best.
Oh, okay.
The only textural difference I noticed was that this one was a little bit crispy. So I don't know if that's worth the money though.
I'm glad that Black and Decker has gotten the point this round because they've got the largest window.
Yeah.
They're not afraid to show you the entire bottom of their toaster oven.
And they need a little love for things other than their vacuums.
That's right.
Especially their handheld ones.
What about their drills?
I don't like the drills. I don't like their drills.
Quick reminder, Good Mythical Evening video on demand is only available for a couple more days. This Friday at 11:59 p.m. Right before the stroke of midnight,
Right
November
before.
8th. The on-demand video is going to disappear. So if you've been meaning to get around to it, now's your time. Go to goodmythicalevening.com and watch it now so you don't miss out.
If you don't watch it, you'll turn into a pumpkin.
Okay, this round we're doing something a little bit different. These are day-old Wendy's Baconators.
Oh, I always follow my salmon up with day-old Wendy's Baconators. How did you guys know? You're following my pattern.
Yes, and we use the bake setting.
I'm
for
going to pat,
this.
but I'm just patting one side.
Use the all right, well, bite and pass.
I patted, and now I touch the whole thing.
The biggest thing with toaster ovens is the bigness of the toaster oven. What do you do with your counter space? Like, what? Why not make it something that can be inside of something, inside of like a fixture. If everybody needs one of these, they need to be a fixture. I don't want it to be taking up my counter space.
Say more about this fixture.
How about
like
this?
a fridge is a fixture, a
about
microwave
this?
is now a fixture. Even like
How about in the middle of your kitchen table?
an ice freezer down there.
In the middle of your kitchen table, you put a nice
Ugh.
covering over a toaster oven and put a candelabra on top of it. And people are like, "Oh, I love your candle stand," and you're like, "Well, let me show you something."
Look how,
And then you
look how
move-
big this is as a centerpiece.
Yeah. How big is your table? And
Not big enough.
No, you could put maybe multiple candles up there. And then when it's time to toast, voila, and it's almost like a trick.
I feel like putting any appliance on your countertop is admitting defeat that you didn't design your kitchen well enough.
Well, then where do you put it?
I don't have one because I don't like putting stuff on my countertop. Lando insisted on a rice cooker. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that needs to be embedded in a piece of kitchen
No, you
furniture.
put that on the coffee table.
First one tasted horrible. It tasted horrible.
It wasn't horrible.
It tasted like a school lunch burger.
It tasted like an old burger, yeah. That's not horrible. It's just like an old burger.
Why can't you say that it tastes horrible? It does. It's an old burger.
Oh, because I've spent a lot of my life reheating burgers and eating them like this. And,
Are you against me because of what I said about the counter space?
I'm not against you.
That
I
was
just
a little
really-
better.
I just really think that the centerpiece idea was giving short shrift, and I'm upset about it.
All right.
Think about it. A candelabra.
And then every time you want to use your toaster oven, you have to remove your candelabra.
Just so you can visualize. Picture this as black, and it covers the whole thing.
Okay. I mean, are you looking for a candelabra over there? Because I don't think
And
we
then
have
just
one.
picture that this mug is a candelabra. And you got to use your imagination, but how pretty is that?
You're right. That could be pretty.
Okay, right. Yeah.
Is somehow this one the best?
The burger tastes the same in all of them, which is a little bit old. But this has a crispy top.
This one, I think even the burger tastes a little bit better. Clear winner.
Nope. Nope.
I'm just going off a taste of the burger.
3. Why aren't you swallowing? 2.
I didn't know that he hadn't swallowed.
Stevie was watching me like
You were watching.
watching
you
me
were,
like a hawk.
You were watching to see if he was going to
Like,
swallow.
He's not actually eating that.
He
better
better,
Well, you
spit
just
it out.
kind of froze.
he better swallow.
I got you.
1.
Oh,
Okay. The fancy one is on Link's side.
see?
The one in front of Rhett is the low price.
Yeah,
one
crispy.
low price.
Yeah, but it tasted the worst. It really did. I'm really sensitive to like these meat tastes. But again, $400 additional dollars? It's not worth it to heat up if you're heating up a Baconator a day
No.
later and you want it to taste amazing,
Nope,
you're going to spend
nope.
$400 more on an appliance?
You're right.
Okay, we really took it up a notch for this round because the Kitcheneers baked cornbread and homemade donuts.
Homemade
With
donuts?
the bake setting, like full on baked them.
So what, Lily, what did you do? You just like pour dough into a mold and then you plop down.
Yes, yeah.
It stays in a mold like a muffin tin.
Like a donut tin, but yeah.
Okay. You could have just agreed with me. I was so close.
You've blown his mind. It's cakey.
Oh, I'm sorry. There you go. Have it.
Yeah. Apology accepted.
See, I have a coffee maker on my countertop. I have a blender on my countertop. I can handle that.
Mm-hmm.
I have a rice cooker on my countertop. Then I had to find a place for the air fryer
Well, you have that
in the corner.
you have that bust of Michael Jordan as well,
I got the bust of Michael Jordan.
right?
Yep.
Yeah. And then you got the little ostrich.
I have a picture of a moose. I
Yeah.
do have that. A painting of a moose that somehow Christy thinks needs to be in a certain place, propped in front of the light switch and the disposal. So every time I need to see or dispose of something down the drain, I have to move the moose painting over. And you think there's room for this somewhere?
And you
There's
got the
no room for this.
you got the Cheshire cat,
I've got the ceramic cookie holding Cheshire cat
Right.
out there.
and then you got the little cat that goes like this, like from the Chinese restaurants. You
Yeah,
got that.
yeah.
Did you steal those? You have a whole collection of those.
Right. And that's like a corner of the kitchen. Mm-hmm. And then I have the turnabout with all the different salts and peppers and oils. Why do we have 8 different oils that are all olive oil? I don't know. Because the bottles look cool.
And
That's
then
what she won't say.
He has this crock pot that's so big, but then when you open it up, there's another crock pot inside it.
Yeah, it's a crock pot holding crock pot.
And then you open that one, and it's another crock pot.
It's a Russian nested
It's a
crock pot.
Russian nested crock pot, 17 crocks deep.
I can't tell.
And
if
none of it
this-
is as big as this thing.
Is this a bit, or did you memorize everything in Link's kitchen?
He's been over.
It's hard to tell. So you did. You memorized everything in Link's kitchen.
Yep.
He's been over.
And then he has one wall
Where would this go?
that looks like another section of the kitchen, but it's just wallpaper.
Well, I have to give an illusion that I have more kitchen.
He got that from IKEA. He spent the night there and stole it. And it looks like more kitchen.
Yeah.
Interestingly, it does not match his existing kitchen. I've walked into it multiple times. Boing.
So is my dog's.
Oh, I got more kitchen.
I mean, where would this go? It's look, it's wider than my forearm. It's taller than this part of my arm.
This hole didn't have a hole.
I don't believe anything is standing out in round 1 or round 2. I mean, plate 1 or 2.
Plate 3, the donut doesn't have a hole. The muffin is burnt.
This donut doesn't have a hole. What would that mean? Would that be user error or?
No, just the way it rose was different.
Okay.
Then he has a Tin Man in one corner. And it's motion activated. You walk past it,
Batteries are dead.
and
though.
it extends its hand when it's working. It extends its hand up, and you shake it, and a gumball comes out of its mouth.
Right. Batteries are dead though.
Okay, boys.
I just don't. This one's burnt. I mean, look at that.
There's one that's better than all the rest of them for me. And I'm going to
Okay,
vote
well,
for
you're
it.
currently tied, so this means a lot. This answer that you give right now.
I like a crispy biscuit.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, man. No, this is the best one. I insist. You want to change?
I'm not afraid to change.
Okay, you're officially changing.
Yep, I'm officially changing, and I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong.
Okay, the fancy one is in front of Rhett.
I was wrong.
High price point one is in the middle, and then of course the one that's burnt and not great looking is the low price point option, which means
But how did you know, Rhett? How did he know?
Well, this one was clearly the worst one.
Okay, so that means that Rhett, you won the game, but the bigger question is who wins the blue ribbon in terms of the toaster oven choices.
Well, Black & Decker burns things, too often in our experience.
That's true.
But
We
paying
liked
$600
Wolf.
I don't think $400
cost a
more
lot.
is worth. I just don't think the definitive difference between these two is enough to justify spending 3 times the amount of money.
For real.
I think if you need a toaster oven, get an Oster oven
It does rhyme.
and make it a Boaster oven.
Yeah, congratulations, Oster. You are the boaster of it. But you're so big! Too big! You gotta watch out!
Thanks for
I'm going with the
subscribing
Black &
and
Decker.
clicking that bell.
I'm gonna go burnt and smaller.
Okay.
You know what time it
You're not
is.
going to use any of them.
You know what time it is, I said it. It's over.
Hey, Red and Link, I'm Chris.
I'm Julian.
We're 2 Canadians honeymooning in Sri Lanka,
We're having pink coconuts on the Mesa Beach.
and it's time to spin the wheel of mythicality. Think it and sink it.
I've seen it all.
Sri
Canadians
Lanka.
in Sri Lanka.
What?
What do they think of next? Click the top link to watch us rank fast food napkins. Who's got the best napkin? And Good
Huh.
Mythical more.
And to find out where the wheel of mythicality is gonna land.
It's the last call for this year's Good Mythical Evening on demand. Go to goodmythicalevening.com now and watch it while you can.